Let's explore a systematic way to think about the Rubik's Cube puzzle without giving away the solution. The Rubik's Cube is a three-dimensional puzzle that challenges your spatial reasoning and pattern recognition skills. First, let's understand what makes the Rubik's Cube unique as a puzzle. The cube contains three distinct types of pieces: center pieces that never move relative to each other, edge pieces with 2 colors, and corner pieces with 3 colors. Here are the 3 piece types. Centers stay fixed, edges have 2 stickers, and corners have 3 stickers. A crucial insight is that the center pieces define which color belongs on each face, since they never move relative to each other. Now let's discuss a framework for approaching the puzzle systematically. A powerful strategy is to work in layers, starting with simpler objectives and gradually tackling more complex arrangements. Think of solving in progressive layers, where each layer builds upon the previous one and increases in complexity. Understanding move sequences is essential to solving the cube efficiently. A move sequence is a repeatable series of turns that accomplishes a specific rearrangement of pieces. A move sequence transforms one arrangement into another through a specific pattern of turns. An important mathematical property is that repeating any move sequence enough times will eventually return the cube to its starting state. Careful observation is your most powerful tool for discovering solutions. By carefully watching what happens to each piece during various move sequences, you can discover patterns and relationships. Track how specific pieces move through a sequence to understand the effect of your moves. As you experiment, you'll discover useful move sequences to save in your mental library. Start by experimenting with short sequences of 3 to 6 moves and carefully observe what they accomplish. Particularly valuable are sequences that swap or rotate specific pieces while leaving most of the cube unchanged. Some sequences create simple swaps between 2 pieces, while others create cycles among 3 or more pieces. There's a powerful mathematical concept that can help you create new sequences. A cube mutator is formed by doing sequence A, then sequence B, then undoing A, then undoing B. Mathematically, we write this as A, B, A inverse, B inverse. This technique often produces a sequence that makes a small, controlled change affecting only a few pieces. The commutator structure is a powerful tool for creating targeted sequences that affect specific pieces. Let's discuss how to approach the cube in manageable stages. Begin by focusing on solving just one layer of the cube completely before moving to the next challenge. The key skill is learning to solve new parts while preserving the sections you've already completed. Think of the cube in 3 zones: what you've solved, what you're working on, and what you haven't touched yet. One of the most important concepts is using setup moves. Setup moves temporarily position pieces so you can apply a sequence you already know, then you undo the setup moves. The setup move technique allows you to apply sequences you know to pieces that aren't in the right position yet. This technique dramatically extends the usefulness of every sequence in your library. Developing pattern recognition is crucial for efficient solving. Train yourself to quickly recognize where pieces are and where they need to go. Many situations on the cube have symmetry that you can exploit to apply the same solution in different positions. The same pattern can appear in different orientations, and the same solution applies with adjusted moves. Here are some guiding principles to keep in mind as you work on the puzzle. Remember that every move you make affects multiple pieces, so think about the consequences before turning. The cube is always solvable from any position, so there's always a way forward even when stuck. In general, shorter sequences are easier to remember and often more useful than longer ones. The Rubik's Cube rewards patience and systematic thinking more than random trial and error. Let's summarize the systematic approach to discovering your own solution. First, deeply understand the structure and the 3 types of pieces. Approach the puzzle in layers, building from simpler to more complex objectives. Experiment systematically and build a library of useful move sequences. Master the setup move technique to apply your sequences flexibly. Remember, the journey of discovering your own solution method is the true reward of this puzzle.